हाय स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप यू ऑल आर फाइन। आज हम टॉप 50 MCQs डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं अपनी साइंस 1 की, जो हमारे एग्ज़ाम के लिए काफ़ी इम्पॉर्टेंट होने वाले हैं। सो लेट अस स्टार्ट। पहला जो क्वेश्चन है वो है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज़ ए डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन एंड आवर ऑप्शंस आर दीज। इफ़ वी लुक केयरफुली, द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज़ एन एग्जांपल ऑफ ए डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन। और अगर हम बाकी ऑप्शंस की बात करेंगे, दूसरा ऑप्शन जो है ये कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन है। तीसरा जो है इट इज़ एन एग्जांपल ऑफ ए डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन। और फोर्थ वंस अगेन इज़ एन एग्जांपल ऑफ ए डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन। आप एक्सप्लेनेशन देख सकते हो यहाँ पे। सोडियम जो है सेकंड में हाइड्रोजन को रिप्लेस कर रहा है वाटर से और बनाता है सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड। सो सेकंड ऑप्शन जो है इसका सही जवाब है। पहला जो है डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन है, थर्ड जो है कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन है और फोर्थ भी जो है डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन है। अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ मूव करते हैं। मैग्नीशियम रिबन इज रब्ड बिफोर बर्निंग बिकॉज इट हैज़ ए कोटिंग ऑफ। किस चीज़ की कोटिंग होती है मैग्नीशियम रिबन पे? फर्स्ट, बेसिक मैग्नीशियम कार्बोनेट, बेसिक मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, बेसिक मैग्नीशियम सल्फाइड, basic magnesium chloride. First one is the right answer, basic magnesium carbonate. Now let us move on to the third question. Which of the following statements about the given reaction are not correct? हमें बताना है कि इस रिएक्शन के बारे में कौन सा स्टेटमेंट सही नहीं है। हमें देखना है, इसमें तीन जो है वो सही है, एक गलत स्टेटमेंट है। आयरन मेटल इज गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड, वाटर इज एक्टिंग एज रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, वाटर इज एक्टिंग एज ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, वाटर इज गेटिंग reduced. If we look carefully at the four given options, first one, iron metal is getting oxidized. Yes, iron metal is getting oxidized because oxygen is added to it in the reactant zone. Water is acting as a reducing agent. Water is acting as a reducing agent. It is water is acting as reducing agent. No, it is acting as oxidizing agent because it gives oxygen to the iron. So this is the wrong option. Now moving on to question 4. Which of the following statements is true about an exothermic reaction? And our options are: heat is absorbed in the reaction, water is lost, heat is evolved, temperature remains constant in the reaction. Now looking at the options, we see that the correct option here is heat is evolved, the third one. An exothermic reaction is a reaction in which energy is released in the form of heat. Now moving on to the next question. Oxidation is a process which involves first addition of oxygen, removal of oxygen, addition of hydrogen, none. Oxidation is a process in which addition of oxygen takes place, or we can say removal of hydrogen takes place, as is given in the explanation below. Removal of hydrogen or addition of oxygen is called as oxidation. Now let us move on to question number 6. Which one of the following salts does not contain water of crystallization? हमें बताना है कि इन साल्ट में से किस साल्ट में वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन नहीं है। And these are our 4 options. All the 4 are given in the 10th class textbook. And the correct answer is baking soda, which does not contain any water of crystallization. The formula for baking soda is NaHCO3. Here are given all these salts, and you can see baking soda does not contain any water of crystallization. The other salts do contain. Next, in terms of acidic strength, which one of the following is in the correct increasing order? हमें यहाँ पे बताना है कि इंक्रीजिंग एसिडिक ऑर्डर किस ऑप्शन में ठीक दिया गया है। फर्स्ट वन, वाटर, एसिटिक एसिड, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. It looks correct. I think the first option is correct. Water has the least acidic strength, followed by acetic acid, and hydrochloric is acidic. So first option should be the right one here. Yes. Question number 8. Brine is an. Brine क्या होता है? Aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide, aqueous solution of sodium carbonate, aqueous solution of sodium chloride, or aqueous solution of sodium bicarbonate. This is a question that has been directly taken from our textbook. Third option, aqueous solution of sodium chloride, should be the correct answer. Tomato is a natural source of which acid? That is, which acid is present in tomato? First, acetic acid, second, citric acid, C, tartaric acid, D, oxalic acid. Tomato contains oxalic acid, so it should be the correct answer. Many other fruits contain acids, such as orange contains citric acid, tamarind contains tartaric acid. Acetic acid is found in curd. Now let us move on to the next question. Question number 10. Alkalis are acids which are soluble in water, acids which are insoluble in water, bases which are insoluble in water, bases which are soluble in water. We know alkalis are bases which are soluble in water. So option 4 should be the correct answer to this question. Yes, it is option 4. Alkalis are bases that are soluble in water. Question number 11. The most abundant metal in the Earth's crust is? First, sodium, second, aluminum, third, iron, fourth, tin. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust. So second option should be the correct one. 12th question. The poorest conductor of heat among metals is? Poorest conductor. Option 1, aluminum, 2, iron, 3, lead, 4, gold. Lead should be the correct answer. It is the poorest conductor of heat among the metals. Question number 13. Which property of metals is used for making bells and strings of musical instruments like sitar and violin? We know the property that is used in musical instruments is that the substance should produce some sound, such as strings of musical instruments and bells. So sonority should be the correct answer. One must not get confused with the first and third option. Sonority is the sound making property of metals on being hit. Question number 14. The process in which a carbonate ore is heated strongly in the absence of air to convert it into metal oxide is called? उस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलते हैं जिसमें कार्बोनेट ओर को हीट किया जाता है एयर के एब्सेंस में ताकि इसको कन्वर्ट किया जाए मेटल ऑक्साइड में? फर्स्ट ऑप्शन, रोस्टिंग, रिडक्शन, कैल्सिनेशन और smelting. The process is called as calcination. So third option should be the correct answer. Here I have given some definitions for you which are very important for your examination. Calcination, roasting, there are subtle differences between these two, and smelting. Every student is needed to go through these definitions before appearing in the examination. 15th, oxides of moderately reactive metals like zinc, iron, nickel, etc. are reduced by using. ये ऑक्साइड्स जो होते हैं मॉडरेटली रिएक्टिव मेटल्स के, ये कैसे रिड्यूस किए जाते हैं, क्या यूज़ किया जाता है इनको रिड्यूस करने में? एंड द ऑप्शंस आर एल्युमिनियम को यूज़ किया जाता है एज रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, कार्बन यूज़ किया जाता है एज रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, सोडियम को यूज़ किया जाता है या फिर कैल्शियम को यूज़ किया जाता है एज रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. हियर carbon as reducing agent should be the correct answer, and this process is known as smelting. It is already present in the slide before this one. So second one should be the correct answer. Which of these is an example of auto reduction reaction? Many reactions are given in the options and you have to find the one which is an example of auto reduction reaction. As you will go through all of these reactions, the first one is not an auto reduction reaction. Auto reduction reaction is one in which metal gets auto-reduced. Here, the fourth one should be an example of auto-reduction reaction. You can see it is copper oxide, copper sulfide getting reduced here. Explanation for auto-reduction is given in the slide. Students are advised to go through this definition, and remember, no external reducing agent is used in this process. Here you can see copper sulfide getting converted into copper oxide, which then converts copper sulfide into metallic copper. This reaction is called auto-reduction reaction. This reaction is very important for your examination. Now coming on to next question. Which of the following will undergo addition reaction? You have to answer which of these will undergo addition reaction. First one, CH4 methane, 2 C3H8 propane, C2H6 ethane, or 4 C2H4 ethene. The first three are alkenes and fourth one is an alkene. As it contains double bond, it should go addition reaction. So fourth one should be the answer to this question. Only alkenes and alkynes undergo addition reaction because these contain double bond and triple bond. Now let us move on to the next question. Name the functional group present in CH3COCH3. You have to find the functional group in this compound, and your options are first alcohol, second ketone, 3 aldehyde, 4 carboxylic acid. As is clear from the formula, the answer is ketone. Second one is the answer. You can see this is a compound where CO is in the middle, bounded by 2 alkyl groups on the two sides. When CO is in the middle, fall and attached to 2 alkyl groups, such as here CH3CH3 on both these sides, and in the middle there is C double bond O. This is known as ketonic group, or we can simply call it ketone. Question number 19. A soap molecule has a hydrophobic head and hydrophobic tail, hydrophobic head and hydrophilic tail, hydrophilic head and hydrophilic tail, hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail. This question has directly been taken from our textbook. We know that a soap molecule has hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail. So fourth option should be the correct option in this regard. We have to necessarily look at other options. First one is wrong because both enters have been marked as hydrophobic. Same is the case with third one. Fourth one is the correct answer. Hydrophobic head and hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail. Here I have given the structure of a soap molecule. Hydrophilic end on one side and hydrophobic end on one side. You can see here head has been marked by H here. Hydrophilic end is head and hydrophobic end is the tail of the soap molecule. Moving on to the question number 20. Newland's relation is called. न्यूलैंड की जो रिलेशन है उसे क्या बोलते हैं? म्यूजिकल लॉ, पीरियोडिक लॉ, लॉ ऑफ octaves, or atomic mass law. Directly taken from our textbooks, the answer to this question is law of octaves. Newland's law is called the law of octaves. Up to which element the law of octaves was found applicable? किस एलिमेंट तक लॉ ऑफ ऑक्टेव्स जो है एप्लीकेबल माना जाता है? एंड योर ऑप्शंस आर फर्स्ट वन कैल्शियम, पोटेशियम, थर्ड मैग्नीशियम, फोर्थ आयरन. The answer to this question should be calcium. So first is the answer. Now moving on to question number 22. Image formed by a convex spherical mirror is. What type of image is formed by a convex spherical mirror? First option, real. Second, virtual. 3, enlarged. 4, inverted. The answer is virtual image. Second option is the correct answer. The image of an object placed in front of a convex mirror is formed at. Where is the image formed? When you place an object in front of a convex mirror. Option first, the object itself. Divide the distance of the object in front of the mirror. Third, behind the mirror. 4, half the distance of the object in front of the mirror. The correct answer is behind the mirror. Third option is correct. Moving on, for this question we have a slide here. You can check it. The image is formed behind the mirror, behind the convex mirror. When you place the object in front of it, image is formed behind the mirror. In the second one, you can check yourselves. The muscular diaphragm that controls the size of the pupil is. It is a question about our eye. What is that muscular diaphragm called that controls the size of the pupil in our eye? First option, cornea. Second, ciliary muscles. Third, iris. Fourth, retina. That muscular diaphragm is called iris. Iris is disc-like that controls the size of our pupil. The optical phenomena, twinkling of stars, is due to. What causes twinkling of stars? Simple. First, atmospheric reflection. Second, total reflection. Third, atmospheric refraction. Fourth, total refraction. Third one, atmospheric refraction, should be the correct answer to this question. Yes, is correct. Atmospheric refraction is caused due to different layers of atmosphere having different densities. Now, let us move on to question number 26. The unit of power of lens is. Power of lens. What is the unit of power of lens? First, diopter. Second, meter. Third, ampere. Fourth, focal length. The correct answer to this question is option first, diopter. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following mirrors is used by a dentist to examine a small tooth cavity? A dentist is a doctor who treats our teeth. He uses first convex mirror, second concave mirror, 3 plane mirror, 4 combination of concave and convex mirrors. Second, concave mirror is the correct answer because it forms a rectangle and larger image. Moving on to the next question. A concave mirror of radius 30 cm is placed in water. Its focal length in air and water differ by. When you place a concave mirror whose radius is 30 cm in water, what will happen to its focal length when you place it in water? This is the question. It will differ by 15 units, 20 units, 30 units, or there will be no change. There will in fact be no change. So the answer to the question is option 4. Because the focal length of spherical mirror does not depend on the surrounding medium. Next, as light travels from a rarer to a denser medium, it will have, when light moves from rarer to denser medium, what happens? Increased velocity. It will have increased velocity. 2, decreased velocity. 3, decreased wavelength. 4, both 2 and 3. In fact, fourth option is the correct answer because increased velocity is incorrect. In this case, both velocity and wavelength get decreased in the denser medium. Moving on to the next question here, question number 30. Question reads, the angle of incidence I and refraction are equal in a transparent slab when the value of I is. The question asks us angle I equal to angle R. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of refraction. What will be the value of angle of I? The options here are first 0 degree, second 15 degree, third 30 degree, fourth 90 degree. It is a case when the incident ray enters the glass slab along the normal. So angle of incidence must be 0 degree in this case. Angle I equal to angle R is equal to 0. If you look at another slide carefully, you can see here angle I equal to 0. Yes, the ray of light here is passing along the normal like this, and it does not get deflected. Incident ray, refracted ray, and emergent ray are in the single line. The refractive index of transparent medium is greater than 1 because, and the first option is speed of light in vacuum less than speed of light in transparent medium. Speed of light in vacuum greater than speed of light in transparent medium. Speed of light in vacuum equal to speed of light in transparent medium. Fourth, frequency of light wave changes when it moves from rarer to denser medium. Refractive index of transparent medium is greater than 1 because speed of light in vacuum greater than speed of light in transparent medium. Speed of light in vacuum is the highest. Speed of light in vacuum divided by speed of light in medium equal to mu, that is refractive index, as C, that is speed of light in vacuum greater than speed of light in medium, so mu greater than 1. Next question. Magnification produced by a rear view mirror fitted in vehicles is. What is the magnification of the rear view mirror fitted in any vehicle? First, less than 1, 1, more than 1, can be more than or less than 1. The answer to this question is less than 1. Magnification of rear view mirror is less than 1. Convex mirror is used as a rear view mirror and always forms virtual, erect and diminished image. So magnification produced by a rear view mirror is less than 1. 33rd question. The laws of reflection hold good for. The question is actually for what mirrors do the laws of reflection hold good? First, plane mirror only. Second, concave mirror only. Convex mirror only. All mirrors irrespective of their shape. The laws of reflection hold good for all mirrors irrespective of their shape. The shape of the mirror has nothing to do with laws of reflection holding good or not. So, fourth should be the correct answer to this question. The laws of reflection hold good for light reflected from any smooth surface irrespective of the shape. Moving on to another question, that is question number 34. Image formed by reflection from a plane mirror is. What type of image will be formed? Virtual and inverted, virtual and erect, real and erect, real and inverted. The answer to the question is virtual and erect type of image will be formed. Sorry. So second one is the correct answer. 35th question. Magnifying power of a concave lens is. Always greater than 1, always less than 1, always equal to 1, can have any value. The correct answer to this question is option second, always less than 1. 36th question. Focal length of a concave mirror is. And your options are first negative, second positive, depends on the position of object, depends on the position of image. These four options, and the first one is the correct answer, negative. Focal length of a concave mirror, negative. Question number 37. A ray of light is traveling from a rarer medium to a denser medium. While entering the denser medium at the point of incidence, it. एक रे ऑफ लाइट जो रेयर मीडियम से डेंसर मीडियम में जाती है, जब पॉइंट ऑफ इंसिडेंस पे होती है तो इससे क्या होता है, उस वक्त क्या होता है उस रे ऑफ लाइट के साथ? इट गोज स्ट्रेट इनटू द सेकंड मीडियम. क्या ये सीधी जाती है दूसरे मीडियम में? बेंड्स टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल, बेंड्स अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल, और 4 डज नॉट एंटर एट ऑल. The correct option is bends towards the normal. When ray of light enters the denser medium from the rarer medium, it bends towards the normal. 38th question is, if an incident ray passes through the focus, the reflected ray will. Incident ray on any mirror, whether it is concave or convex, when it passes along the line on which there is focus, or we will simply say when it passes through the focus, what will happen to the reflected ray? Pass through the pole, be parallel to the principal axis, retrace its path, or D, pass through the center of curvature. The correct answer to this question is it is parallel to the principal axis. Here I have given both these mirrors, and you can pause the video here and see to yourself what happens to the reflected ray of light. Another question. A person went for a medical checkup and found that the curvature of his eye lens was increasing. Which defect is he likely to suffer from? उसकी आंख का कर्वेचर जो है आई बॉल का, आई लेंस का, वो इंक्रीज होता जा रहा है. इसको कौन सा डिफेक्ट हो सकता है? आपके ऑप्शंस जो है वो है फर्स्ट वन हाइपरमेट्रोपिया, सेकंड मायोपिया, 3 कैटरैक्ट, 4 presbyopia. As the eye lens curvature is increasing, it is a case of myopia. So second is the correct answer to this question. Myopia is also known as short-sightedness. Next question. In which part of the human eye is the image of an object formed? And our options are first cornea, second iris, 3 sclera, 4 retina. The correct answer to this question is retina. Retina is a photosensitive screen on which the image of the object is formed. 41. Electrical resistivity of a given metallic wire depends upon. And our options for the question are first, it is length, second, it is radius, third, it is shape, fourth, nature of the material. Electrical resistivity actually depends on nature of the material. So the correct answer is option 4. What is the total resistance across the given circuit? Here we have to find the resistance of the circuit between these 2 points. Let me mark them here. You can see you have to find the resistance of the circuit between these 2 points here. Option 0.5 ohms, second 1 ohm, 3 1.5 ohm, 4 2 ohm. Here second one 1 ohm is the correct answer. Here the students should know how to approach these questions. इन questions को कैसे solve किया जा सकता है. यहाँ पे आप देख पा रहे होंगे जो सबसे निचली वाली आर्म है जिसमें 4 ओम और 2 ओम की रेजिस्टेंस सीरीज में है. आपको पहले इनका नेट रेजिस्टेंस देखना है जो कि बन जाता है 6 ओम्स. फिर यहाँ पे नेट रेजिस्टेंस पैरेलल में आ जाती है 2 ओम, 3 ओम और 6 ओम. इन ये तीनों जो है ये पैरेलल में अब आती है. अब इसके बाद आप क्या करोगे, 6 ओम और 3 ओम को पैरेलल में देखोगे दोनों का कितना बनता है. अब जो वहाँ से निकलता है उसको पैरेलल में आप 2 ओम के साथ जोड़ोगे और जहाँ पे यहाँ पे जो भी निकल के आएगा वो आंसर होगा. When a straight conductor is carrying current, we are given here 4 options. First, there are circular magnetic field lines around it. Second one, there are magnetic field lines parallel to the conductor. Third, there are no magnetic field lines. Fourth, none of the above. स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर जब करंट कैरी करता है उसके इर्द गिर्द सर्कुलर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइन्स बनती हैं. सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन शुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर. Now, if we carefully see here, let me make a conductor and these rings represent circular magnetic lines around that conductor, and the direction can be found by right hand thumb rule. Question 44. Two magnetic field lines. What happens to magnetic field lines? Let me see in the options. Never intersect each other. Second one, intersect at the neutral point. Third, intersect near the North Pole. 4, intersect near the South Pole. The fact regarding two magnetic field lines is that they never intersect each other. So first option should be the correct one. If we look carefully and assume that two magnetic field lines assume at some point P, then at this point P we can draw two tangents to these two lines, and we know any tangent drawn to a magnetic field line represents the direction of magnetic field. But at the point P, we can draw two such tangents which indicate two directions of magnetic field. So that is why two magnetic field lines do not intersect at each other. Now let us move on to another question. The front face of a rectangular loop of a wire is the North Pole. The direction of current in this face of the loop will be. एक लूप दिया गया है, आपको बताया गया है कि इसका जो फेस है फ्रंट वाला, वो वाला जो आप देख रहे हैं वो नॉर्थ पोल है। तो इस फेस में करंट की डायरेक्शन कैसी होगी? एंटी क्लॉकवाइज होगी, क्लॉकवाइज होगी, ऐसे ऑप्शंस यहाँ पे। जैसे कि यहाँ पे ये पहला वाला मैंने बनाया, छोटी कर्व जो है वो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज है, बड़ी कर्व है क्लॉकवाइज। ऑप्शंस हमारे हैं क्लॉकवाइज, काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, टुवर्ड्स नॉर्थ, टुवर्ड्स साउथ। यहाँ पे जो राइट answer है that is counterclockwise, because we have already studied clock rule that gives the direction of current and the polarity of the face of a ring. Here I have attached in another slide photo. You can see clock rule, anti-clockwise direction. I have written N with below there, and the current is anti-clockwise. In the face marked S, the current is clockwise. So N is for anti-clockwise, S is for clockwise. Let us now move on to our next question, 46. What should be the core of an electromagnet? The question actually is electromagnet का जो core होता है वो किस मटेरियल का बना हुआ होना चाहिए? First, rusted iron. Second, pig iron. Third, soft iron. Fourth, steel iron. The correct answer to this question is soft iron. It's a kind of iron that is used in electromagnets. What is that instrument which can detect the presence of electric current in a circuit? We have to name that instrument that is used to detect electric currents in a circuit. And our options are: first one, ammeter; second, voltmeter; third, galvanometer; and fourth one is resistor. The correct answer to this question is option number third, that is galvanometer. Galvanometer detects the current in any circuit. So third option is the correct answer. Galvanometer is used to detect the current. You have to remember that if at the place of detect there was measure, then ammeter should have been the right answer. It is detect, so galvanometer is the right answer. This is the image of galvanometer. You can see galvanometer detects current in a circuit, and the needle can move in either direction, right or left, depending upon the direction of current. If you connect galvanometer to a circuit and the needle moves towards left, then if you reverse the direction of current in that circuit and again connect the galvanometer, then the needle will move in the opposite direction. Question number 48. What happens to the current in a short circuit? When there is a short circuit due to some failure, what happens to the current? First, reduces drastically, no change, increases heavily, varies continuously. The correct answer to this question is increases heavily. When there is a short circuit, the current in the circuit increases heavily. Fourth one is varies continuously. That means goes up and down, which is incorrect. Ocean thermal energy is due to. What causes ocean thermal energy? Energy stored by waves in the ocean, temperature difference at various levels in the ocean, pressure difference at various levels in the ocean, tides arising out in the ocean. The correct answer to this question is, as it is given, thermal energy, which means heat. So option second, that is temperature difference at various levels in the ocean, should be the correct answer to this question. Yes, second is the correct answer. Now, the last question of our video today. The major problem in harnessing nuclear energy is how to. What is the main problem that we face when we harness nuclear energy? The biggest problem, and the options for us are First, split nuclei, is it the problem? Second, sustain the reaction को continue करना. Third one, dispose of spent fuel safely. जो fuel spent हो गया, use हो गया, उसको dispose कैसे करें? 4, convert nuclear energy into electrical energy. The correct answer to this question is dispose of spent fuel safely. It is the major problem with most of the nuclear plants that we are not able to dispose of spent fuel safely, which then leads to many hazardous and diseases in our environment. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you very much.